Drop Inferno while it burns. So shout out to all my guys and guys sitting on high vibration here again. You know what the fuck it is. So survived another day, y'all. Survived it. I made it through another day. We almost home. I'm closer and closer, y'all. Be honest. If y'all really hear the level of mental health that I'm dealing with around my awareness, my depression amongst my awareness, alienated from my child, from what I created. Fuck the poverty and homelessness. Y'all have no idea. So when I say like I'm making it through another day, it's serious. I know a lot of people don't like me because they know. See, when people don't respect strength no more, y'all. People don't respect strength no more. They get jealous of it. They envy it. They gang up on people. They attack the person. They gossip about them. They slander their name. They try to build a smear campaign. All of these things that happen when it comes to like you really being on a certain tip, you know. It's just crazy. I never let I'm up in my life. Like I'm crew really on people. Like I told y'all, like I'll keep repeating it as much as times as I need to around the attacks that's been done to me. Like I'm just making it to the next day, y'all. I'm being serious with y'all. I don't the mental health around me being separated from my child. If for anything else other than that, I'm gonna crash out for a while now. That's why I really low key I be kirking in public and shit. I don't really be giving a fuck for real because it's like, man, like y'all did a lot to me. Y'all did so much to me. I don't even give a fuck if anyone think I'm playing a victim because I can feel it in my brain. Y'all did so much to me that I'm surprised that like I'm even aware and I was able to even find out all people and just cut everybody off how I did. You know, even if it came with being alienated for real. Like I got nothing to lose, y'all. Nothing to lose. Me being separated from my son was the worst of it. So I know. I know if like I get into it and I'm not able to control my mental health, I'm gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this as like a threat to anyone specific. This isn't even towards anyone specific. This is just saying the level of how much the system has broken me down. Fuck, fuck even, but I'm not even talking about me being aware of everything that I'm aware of how this shit is orchestrated and shit, of why it's how it is and all of that. I'm not even talking about that right now. I'm just talking about just the effects of it alone, as if I was still unaware and I had no mental capacity to even have figured it out, right? Even that alone. I just don't care no more, y'all. So, like, for real, I really tell my baby mother, with everything that you did and alienated me from my child off you being a hoe and all the shit that you caused, please do not try to even attempt to come my way. It's not safe for you. I'm telling you. It's like, I'm not after you. I'm not trying to attack you. But with all the damage that you caused to my child, to a child in general, you feel me? And all this that you did and tried to make me look like and still attack me upon me choosing myself and all this shit, you will never be safe around me again. To like be around me. You know, I would never feel comfortable around you. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Like you doing the smartest thing now, I can say. Because you really knew the damage that you caused. You know what I'm saying? That's the smartest thing you can do with your life. I'm being real with you. Because I'm definitely not playing with you, you know? I'm not playing with you at all. I don't give a fuck about your childhood wounds or your reasons for me being aware of why you weaponized all that shit towards me. and tried to still play like you was innocent or like as if you was confused or you didn't know what you was doing while you was doing it. All of that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. But so yeah, no, I'm telling y'all, like, I hope that, like I said, because it messed up, like, I'm not out to get no one or nothing like that. I get tempted. People try me every day. But I hope that nobody gets that best side of me, because if they do, I'm going to kill you. I'm telling you. Because I'm not the type of anger I have. That's why I'm so calm with this shit, and I don't be stepping out there, because I already know the moment I really black out with how everything I've been dealing with, I'm going to take that shit to the max, like fastest shit in less than like 3 seconds, y'all. Like, for real. So, like, that's the reason why I'm just, like, just staying to myself. I don't even feel comfortable around people no more with all the damage that's been done to me off of being separated from my child. And longevity-wise, like, on and off, but definitely the worst case of me dealing with what I'm dealing with now, going through homelessness, wild child alienation at the same time. It hit, like, way different than any other time I ever struggled. It did a lot, you know? I don't even know how much more I'm gonna be on here on the internet, you know? But I'm telling y'all, anybody that I did cut off, so please stay away from me. Stay away from me, I'm telling you. Please stay away from me. Anybody that I'm gonna have in my life on any type of tip or anything, I want it to be people that I never even knew. You know what I'm saying? That I know didn't harm me in no shape, way, or form, or did anything behind my back that I'm not aware of. I don't even want no like I don't even want to know. I'm gonna make sure, like, the people that I know or I link with or whatever, that they don't know anybody I used to know. And then I'm gonna make sure that those people don't even know that I know whoever those people are. Like, I'm taking, like, extra precaution to protect myself. You know what I'm saying? And then when I can, and as my money is right, I'm getting, like, permanent, like, protective orders or whatever, everything, like, permanent. Or it's gonna be like a daily thing that for the rest of my life that I do, where I gotta, like, say, like, the longest I can get it or whatever days that I gotta, like, update them and do it again. That's gonna become like a daily process to protect myself from this woman. No games, y'all. It's gonna be a daily process. It's all good, though. Everything is all good because, like, for real, I never really liked being around people anyway, for real. I wasn't putting up a front because I'm nice and stuff, but I have no, even when I didn't know what I know now, like, I didn't have a tolerance for, like, stupidity, like fakeness or drama, you know? So that would already keep me away from a lot of people. But now even more so, like, I just want to be alone. I don't want to be around nobody else. I don't care, and I really don't care what nobody thinks of me either. I just don't give a fuck. You know, it's like, y'all can talk, but just keep that shit a distance. You know, keep that shit away from me. You know, my niggas is weird. I know I'm not okay. But the only difference is, like, I haven't been okay for some years, though. I haven't been okay for a while. It's just the mental illness, the mental health is all wrapped up. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by it is, like, yeah, it's with all this stuff with her and everything. But how deep my awareness is, it'll switch from her so fast. Because even why she even is the way she is, just like any other hoe out here, you know? All these hoes that are how they are. Why? The childhood wounds, right? Daddy issues, why? Why wasn't the daddy there? You know what I'm saying? Like it always trickles down to the get down. So it always has a way of coming back to my awareness of all the other stuff I figured out from the pain from her and being separated from my child. And I'm glad I found that out because either way it was gonna hurt me though. Because I was either gonna find out who I was from that pain and be how I am now, or I was gonna crash out and take her life. It was gonna be one or the other. There was no in between. And I just hope that you're happy that I chose this. I'm gonna just say that. I hope that you're happy I chose this. Smartest decision I ever made in my entire life because I never in any time that in my life that I even did anything that I can't come back from or anything, I never felt the rage and the anger to be reactive and do something about it, you know, and do something about that shit. But it's like at the same time, like I said, I'm just glad I did it. But I'm gonna be honest. If this shit would have happened when I was like younger, I would have did it. I would have did that shit. I wouldn't give a fuck about that shit either. I would have did that shit. Anybody knows too. Anybody see me? It's not about me being. I'm not no tough guy or none of that shit. I'm just a person on principle. You know how some people. It's a lot of people in this world. It ain't about being tough. It's about them getting that point across. You know, like how you'll see people, and some people will get got or something. You be like, oh, they deserve that. You know how y'all say that? Or the person like won't even really give a fuck about getting caught because it's like it was just personal. They want maybe even people to know that they even did it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was personal, like on that type of shit. It's like that type of energy. You know what I mean? If people be like, oh yeah, the way that person did them, ain't no telling, ain't no asking questions. They deserve that shit. I almost want to say I'm happy that shit, whoever did it to you, it happened to them. You know, because they did a lot, throwing stones and hiding their hand. You know, and a lot of people not knowing them, how this person knows them, think that they innocent and shit, because they got a nice little pretty face, a little baby face and shit, and they can seem like they innocent and speak a little well and seem like they're a little bit calculated and shit, and they not like that at all, or they are like that but they use it for evil and to be strategic and to manipulate and be evil and to bring deception, you know. Them hoes always love them butterflies, I'm telling y'all. Them hoes love them butterflies. Hoes love them butterflies, man. Yeah, alright. Yo, Diana, yo. That's what's up. You did, that's what's up. That's Gucci. But like I was saying, yeah, y'all, like, that shit crazy as shit. But like I said, I'm content though. I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm content. Because like I said, this shit is bigger than me, right? I'm not the only black man this happened to, right? Like, all the drama that's been inflicted on us, for us even to be certain ways even towards each other, y'all. Like, it's gonna be punishment around all that shit, you know? And I'm just happy that shit is coming about slowly but surely, you know? Like, I'm happy it's not being ignored no more. It's being ignored by people, but it's not being ignored by forces, by energy, by beings. It's just not being ignored, you know? And I'm just so grateful for that shit, man. Because y'all caused a lot of pain. And that's anybody that's protecting toxicity. Nobody individually. Anybody that's protecting toxicity. Of it being called out and how it's being projected on whoever. You know? Shit is crazy. You know? But you know what though? Like I said though, make sure you get to your next day. You see this shit forward. Like I want to see what she did. You know? And I will see that shit. I don't want to know it. I don't want to feel the energy of it. I want to see it firsthand. And I already seen it, but I don't even want to see a picture of it. I don't want to see a video. Like I want to see it firsthand, like in person. You know? I don't even think I would laugh at her. I'll be saying that sometimes when I get mad, but I think I would just look at her and just shake my head. Because it's just, once you don't have respect for somebody, y'all. But my shit is hatred, though. I'm not even going to lie. My shit is hatred. My shit is definitely hatred. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it with y'all. It's hatred, but I'm not done with her because it's hatred. That's because of like just the principle and just respect and everything. You know what I mean? You don't get to disrespect me. You lucky you kept disrespecting me. But once I really know what's up, you don't get to disrespect me at all. Matter of fact, fuck even that you don't get to disrespect me. Access cut off out of my life, bitch. Fuck you. Die, bitch. You feel me? That's my energy. Bitches be thinking like time got something to do with somebody feeling sorry for them and shit. No, bitch, you still a hoe. Dirty ass. Like, the hardest thing for bitches to do these days is close their legs, you know? That's like the hardest thing for them to do, you know? I'm gonna be honest, I'm fine even dying alone, for real, for real. I really don't give a fuck. Because I know with the righteousness and the stuff that I did, and it's been shown to me in a lot of different ways, I don't need validation from nobody, not even from my own. You feel me? Like, I know it's gonna be consequences and stuff is gonna play out how I want it to play out even more. I'm patient with that shit though. You know? It's easy to speak against the system and all of that. You know what I mean? When I'm not even gonna say you benefiting off of it, because we all prisoners of war, right? So I'm not looking down on someone for being in a better position. I'm just saying though, it's a big difference from doing that shit and you got a covering over you and you got shelter and shit, and then you doing that shit while you fucking homeless and you outside all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference. A big difference. A big difference. I don't think I can name anybody on the internet that's dealing with poverty and homelessness that's speaking against the system how I am and talking about the real stuff involved with it. Not to mention I'm in the richest area too, the most racist area too, you know? Not to mention that also. You know what I'm saying? You can get killed real quick where I'm at. A lot faster than where you're at probably. I bet on it. You know? I bet on it. You know? So it's different with me, y'all. Like my whole battle is completely different. And I'm saying this just to point it out, basically to say we all got a piece of the puzzle. You just gotta find out what your piece of the puzzle is, you know? That's all it is. Because best believe, detriment as far as the system comes at all of us, whether you got money or not, you know? And that's proof of what I'm saying right now. You get what I'm saying? This shit is genocidal as fuck, y'all. And the shit is so sad because our women are complying and shit. Our women so stupid, they don't even be realizing like how how are you gonna use the system that's literally trying to kick me out of the house and have you be and feel independent. You know, I'm not gonna say be, but have you feel independent. You know, and you're gonna go right along with this shit, fall in all the traps of this shit, attack the one man that's behind you. You know, against other people that don't know who the fuck they are, jealous of you and all of that. I'm telling y'all, shit be crazy. Like I said, all this abuse is almost over. All of this shit. Another thing we gotta do is stop protecting our kids. Stop feeling like we gotta protect our kids in the way that how we are. You know what I mean? Like as far as like when they young and shit, we be trying to sweeten it all up. So we be like, oh, we don't want them to see crime, and we don't want them to see that. Look at what the fuck we living in. You gonna sugarcoat it to your kid, just for your kid to be shocked, to be even more traumatized, even later on. Shit don't make no sense, man. That's another reason why I'm blowing with this shit, because I gotta be there for my child. Like I gotta instill all of this shit in him from a masculine standpoint and from his biological dad, you know? It needs to come from that. Even if he wasn't even if he wasn't mine, for real, how detrimental this shit is with us. And the lack of men and shit, and not knowing who they are and instilling the right stuff that needs to be instilled in their children, you know? This shit is crazy as shit, y'all. Everybody want to get a bag, but nobody want to worry about the real issues. But guess what? Them issues are still coming up. Fuck you mean? Them issues are still coming up. And it's going to come up in a way where you see that money don't got nothing to fucking do with it. Besides the abuse alone, in which they're fucking us up more. The only reason why they used it. You know? Mainly to keep us controlled and divided. You know? You feel like you better than your brother because you got more of it than him, or you feel like you less than, or you feel like he less than you, you know? Because he don't got these clothes, this superficial shit. Man, I know I picked the hardest battle, and I knew my soul all along, and like I knew it was gonna be some shit with me because it always was my entire life, y'all. I know there's a lot of people that have worse stories than me, but we gotta look at it like this, like you can't, not saying anyone specifically you're using, I'm just saying like in general, what I'm about to say, y'all, but you can't use stories like about people having it worse than other people to like undermine like that people that so-called had it less, like it's not as bad, or it's damn near not the same genocide regardless of the level, you know? Some people are stronger than others to deal with it, but that doesn't make it justified that it just be here, basically what I'm saying. But that's how it's been here, though. You know, like just because some people, oh, well, he just got to work harder. He just won this ass out. This black guy got this, so what's his problem? You know, as if like this shit ain't designed in all ways and traps for you not to see yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everyone talk about all the time, like you know the ways about to go about it and everything, which we should be doing, but you know, it's like people in the same breath be like low key, be like spitting on people that aren't strong enough. You know. And when the time comes, right? Bloodlines of us are going to be eradicated, you know? Our shit has been watered down, you know? Yes, but really understand, though, like, that's not for you to be coming at them in any shape, way, or form like that now, you know? Have respect for your brother and sister. Know your mirror, you know? Because that mirror is still your fucking mirror, even if they in a low vibration. I made it to here another night, though. You know? Made it to here another night, y'all. Made it to here another night. I'm alright. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be alright. Everything gonna be Gucci. Y'all know I value y'all. You know? I value y'all like shit. Y'all know I really care about y'all and care for children. The fact that like how I be coming to y'all, regardless of what I'm dealing with individually, me just still giving y'all this knowledge, me staying focused on what I gotta stay focused on, you know, letting y'all know what's important, you know. A lot of the stuff that's distracting people, you know, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but y'all gotta understand what I'm saying. Don't worry about women right now. Don't worry about sex. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about anything that is given to us, you should be questioning, you know, or how it's being portrayed. What's the main things that's being portrayed to everybody right now? On both sides, men and women, sex, right? Sex is a powerful energy, but it has everybody wrapped up in the wrong ways and thinking stuff that's not even that. You hear what I'm saying? It's controlling the way a lot of people think and their projections on the other people in a lot of different ways, you know? And I'm smart enough to realize that, so I don't take offense to it. I just dealt with it now. If I could put this girl on camera right now, y'all. She's running, right? I'm coming here, y'all know where I'm coming and stuff. She was about to cross the street and she looked over, you know. But that's how it is, because almost like with the brother, with the one of the brothers earlier today, he posted a video and talking about black men and a lot of the qualities. The stuff that's with us isn't even associated with us for real. But because of stereotypes, it's like we still get dealt with these things as if it's the truth, regardless of people's ignorance. You get what I'm saying? And the levels, the amount that there's no limit with it. You feel me? No limit with it, y'all. No limit. You know? So it's just like, this shit is just crazy, you know? But I'm gonna get at y'all though, man. For real, I'm gonna get at y'all. You know, this is a little viewpoint to RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out to my guys and goddesses, know high vibrational human beings, man. I gotta get through this hell, you know. I can't even really focus on anything else besides just surviving this hell. Because there's nothing else to focus on. Anything that I can focus on while in this hell, it's still like I'm in this hell for me to have to do that. And the abuse is on me, no matter regardless how successful I am in it, you know? So I'm gonna just get at y'all, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night for real.